Welcome everyone to the Charts of the Day video for May 15th, 2019. The topic for today's video is going to be semiconductors. I have the VanEck Vectors Semiconductor ETF pulled up, the weekly chart, and we have a very nice impulsive move off the 2009 low in progress with the recent high that was just hit last month at the 1618 extension based on the size of our primary degree wave 1 and projected from the bottom of our primary degree wave 2. So that 1618 extension is a very common target for a third wave with an impulse, and it counts very well off of the 2015 low as 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the most recent high completing a 5th as the intermediate degree 5th wave within that primary wave 3. So there's a lot of evidence here suggesting that price has, again, completed this primary wave 3 and is now going to begin the primary wave 4 correction back into this 1236 to 100% extension target, which is between $82 and roughly $65 before starting the primary 5th wave to new highs. So let's take a look at some of the holdings within the SMH ETF and see how those line up with that count. So let's start with Intel, INTC. INTC also fits very well with the expectation that the price is completing a primary degree third wave. In this case, the larger structure off the 2008 low is diagonal. So we have a 3-wave move for the primary wave 1, primary wave 2, another 3-wave move for the primary wave 3 with the most recent high that we saw in April as the 5th wave of that C. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves into that April high to complete wave C of the primary third, and another similar situation where price is likely starting the primary wave 4. Now obviously we've seen a lot more off the high on this chart, a very steep drop following that earnings announcement, which places evidence and odds fairly firmly in favor of that primary wave 3 complete, and again starting that primary wave 4. So $38 is the minimum target I'm expecting for that primary 4th wave, but potentially we can even reach lower than that, down to this next target at around $33.50 before the primary wave 4 completes. Near term, it's relatively oversold, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does attempt to bounce soon. Can reach a little bit lower near term, but ideally that bounce would be just a B wave within this larger intermediate degree A to keep price kind of in line with that larger ABC expectation for the primary 4th wave that we're expecting on SMH. Next up, let's take a look at Taiwan Semiconductor TSM. We have a larger cycle degree 1-2 on this chart off of the 2002 low. But off that same 2008 low, the primary degree 1-2 within the cycle degree third here fits very well with the same count that I showed you on the INTC and the SMH. So we have 5 waves inside that primary wave 3 with price coming right into the 1618 extension based on the size of that primary wave 1, so very similar to the SMH chart, projected from the bottom of primary wave 2. We have a triple top here, with price now turning down from that same April high, and here you could basically make an argument for either high, either the one that was struck back in September of last year, or this most recent April high is where the primary wave 3 completed. Based on the subwave structure, I like the B wave for now, but similar expectation for price to head lower in the primary wave 4, at least back to this 1236 extension at 3130, and even down to the 100% extension here at 2550 before the primary wave 4 completes. So that fits very well with our expectations on SMH also. Next up, let's take a look at Qualcomm QCOM. The move up that we have off the 2002 low on this chart counts a little bit different, not as an impulse, but as a corrective A, B, and C wave to the upside. And the subwave structure that we have since this 2008 low is a diagonal because of the overlap. This wave 4 overlaps back into the price territory of the wave 1 and the subwaves are unfolding as three-wave structures within each of these actionary waves. So off of this 2016 low, we have another three-wave move, A, B, and C for our intermediate fifth, but this one could potentially see another push higher before completing. The move up from the January low is nice and impulsive. We got that really strong move higher on the Apple news, and likely completed only wave 3 of C at the recent high here at the end of last month. Near term, we can certainly see further downside as the wave 4 with a standard 382 to 50% retrace target for that fourth between 75.14 and 71, which if holds can then set up one more push higher into the 95, even 105 region as the wave 5 of that C before we put in a more significant top and see a large move to the downside. Finally, let's take a look at NVIDIA, NVDA. Go to the weekly chart here as well. We also have a larger cycle 1-2 on this chart, and the cycle wave 2 completing in 2008, similar to TSM. A primary wave 1 and 2, and then a very strong extended primary third wave that likely topped last year in September. This chart has underperformed compared to many of the other semiconductors, especially the charts we were just looking at, off of the December low here, only getting a 50% retrace of that drop down from last year's high. So easily can have completed a B wave bounce here, and now starting wave C of 4, in which case we're likely heading back down to at least the 80 region before that wave C of the primary fourth completes. However, we do have earnings on this reporting tomorrow after the close. So if those are well received, there is the chance for one more pop higher here to reach the 618 retrace at 211 as an alternative wave B before turning back down in that C wave. Any break below this low here at 144.50 though should confirm that B wave top in place and that C wave down to at least 80 already in progress. All right, that's all I had for you guys today. See you again next time.